Economaki, speaking for Chevrolet and your line of 66 products.
The place? The GM Proving Grounds, Milford, Michigan. The event? The 1966 Thrill of the Year demonstration program. The top cars in the industry, driven by the best drivers in the business, Joey Chitwood and his Hell drivers, plus the drivers from the Proving Grounds. And now, a pulse-quickening demonstration of precision control. Watch how built-in Chevy handling teams up with split-second timing. You can almost hear those bumpers click. It's that close. That is real ride control. How does your 396 cubic inch power plant stack up against the 409? Well, let's pit them in a quarter-mile drag from a standing start. The winner, your 396. The top speed, 92 1/10 miles per hour. That's moving. And so is this. Now, a punishing test of transmission and drive components, the rock cycle. A real torture test. Here's a look at the Turbo Titan 3, a multi-fuel turbine engine. A 6-speed automatic transmission, astronaut seats, twin dial steering in place of a steering wheel, the truck of the future, operational today. What happens when a front tire blows at 90 miles an hour? Let's find out. Perfect control, basic built-in stability. How fast can the sizzling SS 396 go with 360 horses and a 1/4 mile from a standing start? The top speed, 103 5/10 miles per hour. Next, Corvette, flat out on a high-speed run. Here it comes, and there it goes. Top speed, 151 3/10 miles per hour. That's moving. Next up, a rugged test of suspension, frame, and chassis. Here goes. The toughest chassis design in Chevrolet's history. Yes, sir, your 1966 Chevrolet's in action. Showmanship on wheels. And salesmanship, too. All through the year and all over the country, Chevrolets travel the thrill show circuit, creating a strong image of rugged performance. These are the cars you're selling today. 66 models right off the showroom floor.
Now on signal from Joey Chitwood, it's action. Drivers to their cars. In true Indianapolis tradition, gentlemen, start your engines. Precision artistry and high-speed action, the ultimate in control as they utilize the full width, length of the stretch, scissoring high side low and low side high. It's high-speed touch and go, striking elevations, changing sequence over elevations 1, 2, and 3, high and low, low and high. An occasional tap of the brake and frequent bursts from those high-performance engines, utilizing both for control and safety. Now taking a car up on 2 wheels and holding, maintaining that point of balance. Now the X1 space rocket propulsion shot. Tolerances here involved in 1.5 inches on either side as they enter the breech area of the X1-2. Joey Jr. behind the wheel, makes his way around the raceway. That critical moment approaches the breech area. He's in. Slamming down.
The sights, the sounds that spell excitement. Thrill shows that feature 1966 Chevrolets. Thrill shows that keep selling all year long.
The sensation-making 396 cubic inch turbojet V8. Chevrolet's big engine for 1966. The biggest thing about it is an ingenious new design of exhaust and intake valve ports that really does something for engine breathing. Breathing is just as important to an engine as it is to a person. The easier it breathes, the more power, pep, and economy you're going to have. In older type engines like this one, breathing is restricted by sharp bends in the manifold passageways and in the design of the valves. But in the 396, Chevrolet's new aircraft-type valve system and special port design produce straighter passageways, making it easier for the fuel mixture to get in, the exhaust gases to get out. Everything about this engine contributes to its greater efficiency. The way the valve stems protrude from the head at precisely calculated angles, which is the reason they call it a porcupine head. The bigger air filter, 40% more area. It's a terrific engine, and it's available in both 396 and 427 cubic inch displacement. And here's something else. Your special high-performance engines carry the same Chevrolet warranty as your other Chevrolet engines, while Fords and Plymouths have only a limited warranty. Your performance engines cost less than Ford engines of comparable power and equipment. Your engines have the axles to go with them to get the most out of them. This is the most advanced engine offered in any production line automobile this year. So now let's see it in the only way that an engine should be seen, in action. So open up your mind to the full opportunity before you and sell power in 66. Sell the new 6, the smoothest operating 6 you ever saw. Sell the 283 V8, the most popular V8 ever built. Sell the 327, more power this year. Sell that sensational new deep-breathing 396. Sell it in all 3 blazing power options, 325 to 375 horsepower. Sell the red-hot, power-punching 427, the street version at 390 horsepower, and the high-performance 427 with solid lifters at 425 horsepower. In 1966, your big story is engines. Demonstrate and sell. Sell the full range of Chevrolet power and performance in 1966.
What you're watching now is the beginning of one of the most exciting things that will happen this year, the beginning of a 1966 Chevrolet.
And there it is, a lively, impact-filled commercial that will have plenty of people wondering how it was done. But you know the secret. 26 men working 8 solid days to make it. Here at Fort Macon, Georgia, a brand new Chevrolet commercial is being filmed. A crew of 26 men and literally tons of equipment have been brought in. The crew will labor for 8 solid days to shoot 2 minutes of film. The script calls for a Chevrolet to be assembled right before your eyes without a human hand touching it. Can do? Yes, sirree. These fellas can do practically anything. Parts of a specially prepared car
are suspended on invisible wires, and the car is pulled apart, piece by piece. Later, the motion picture film will be run backwards, so the parts appear to fly onto the car, as you'll see in a moment. The script also calls for parts of the car to come flying off a tree, while still others are to rise from the ocean. Oh, those script writers. For the final scene, an explosives expert has been brought in to plant charges of dynamite throughout another specially prepared car. All set? Cameras rolling? Fire! Now let's look at it as it was recently seen on Bonanza in 23 million American homes.